The big hero of yesterday, when all was said and done, was not any of the players who were kneeling. It was one player on the Pittsburgh Steelers. His name is Alejandro Villanueva. He did 3 tours, I believe, in Iraq and Afghanistan. And he is a West Point graduate. He's an offensive tackle for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The entire Pittsburgh Steelers team decided that it was necessary not to come out for the national anthem over all of this stupidity. And the entire Pittsburgh Steelers team stayed in the locker room, except for Villanueva, who served in the line of duty in order to protect this national anthem and protect this flag. And here is some video of Villanueva standing for the anthem.
For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets with a glare.
So Chicago Bears, they came out and they all linked arms. It didn't kneel. The only player on the Steelers who came out was this guy, because he served in the military. His jersey sales, no one's ever heard of him. His jersey sales immediately skyrocketed to number 6. That's good. He is the hero of the day. And if you are an NFL fan, I recommend that you go online right now and buy a Villanueva jersey. Let's send it all the way to number 1. I'd like to see that be the number 1 selling jersey. Not Tom Brady, not Aaron Rodgers, this nearly anonymous offensive tackle who served in our military and stood up for the national anthem and the flag. Let's do that. So go over to your online, wherever you get your jerseys online, and go find Villanueva's jersey and buy one, because I think that the more Americans wear the Villanueva jersey, the better off we are. Obviously, this guy is the hero of the day, and this is the new debate, right? Trump got what he wanted. He got what he wanted. He wanted us to be saying that the heroes of the day are the people who stood for the anthem and the people who weren't kneel, because that's what we felt before. But now a lot more people are kneeling because they don't like Trump. And you can see the virtue signaling stupidity of the left here. I mean, it really is astonishing. Alyssa Milano, right, the actress, she took a picture of her kid kneeling, because there's nothing better than politicizing your own child. I know, it's just wonderful. I really object to this. As I say, I have 2 kids under 4. I keep them separate from politics. I don't even put pictures online of them. People who are willing to use their kids for this kind of stuff, I really don't like it. Alyssa Milano tweeted, "Thank you, Donald Trump, for giving me opportunities to teach my children the difference between right and wrong. Hashtag take the knee." Okay, so what does Alyssa Milano object to? Does she object to President Trump saying that people who kneel for the anthem are SOBs? Is that what she objects to? Or does she object to the President of the United States saying they should be fired? If the latter, then what I would like to know from Alyssa Milano is, does she stand up for the rights of people to speak at Berkeley? Does she stand up for the rights of people to work at Mozilla Firefox? Does she stand up for the rights of people to continue working at their bakery if they don't wish to service a same-sex wedding? Like, how much freedom in the workplace is Alyssa Milano for, or is this just, virtue signaling? I think we all know the answer. Stevie Wonder did the same routine. Stevie Wonder got down on one knee as well, so it's become a big cultural thing now.
Tonight, I'm taking a knee for America.
Well, kind of. There's a risky business there. So
but not just one knee. I'm taking both knees.
I have a Monica Lewinsky joke here I won't tell. But in any case, the idea that this is somehow doing some sort of great service to the United States, for the United States. If you're praying for America, that's one thing. That's normally what we mean when we kneel. But this idea that we all have to take a knee for America, that this is our solidarity is protesting the anthem. So American solidarity now is protesting the things that we stand for. That's weird. My favorite one of these, by the way, was this surgeon his name is Eugene Gu, MD, and he says, "I'm an Asian American doctor, and today I take the knee to fight white supremacy." This currently has 117,000 likes on Twitter. Eugene Gu is a surgeon scientist hoping to cure heart and kidney diseases in babies. He's blocked by President Trump. He's the president of Ganogen Inc. and Stanford and Duke Med School alum. Let me just say that if we're talking about institutional racism, I'm going to go with Eugene Gu does not really get to talk about that so much. Eugene Gu, as I say, went to Stanford and Duke Medical School. And let's be clear about this. 5% of the American population is Asian. 20% of med school graduates are Asian, last I checked. So if we're talking about institutional racism, I think they keep picking poor examples. So all of this redounds to Trump's benefit. This is the amazing thing, right? If you're a Trump fan, then you like all this. If you're a big Trump fan, you like all this. Not because you care, not because of what it does to the country. I think it's terrible for the country. But if you think that Trump needs political support, the best way to earn political support is to play this game that they like to call kind of political sumo wrestling. So sumo wrestling is about you get the person in the circle with you, and then you throw them out of the circle. Right? You get your enemy in the circle with you, and then you throw them out of the circle. So what that means politically is you get everybody to agree to a certain proposition, and then you take your enemy and you throw them out of the circle. They don't believe in that proposition. Most people in America like the anthem. Most people in America like the flag. If you get your enemy somehow to make the idiotic mistake of somehow saying, I hate the flag, I hate the anthem, you have won. And that's what Trump inadvertently did because the left is so damn stupid. I mean, so unbelievably stupid, like light years of stupid. Basically, the left does something dumb with the anthem. Trump does something dumber with regard to the anthem. And then the left does something even dumber. We are now in an endless vortex of stupid. Okay, we have not yet, it's a black hole of stupid, and eventually we will emerge on the other side. Mitt Romney will have been elected in 2012. When we emerge on the other side of that wormhole. That's how dumb everything is. It didn't end there, by the way. Trump is now in a fight with members of the NBA as well. So Steph Curry said that he wasn't going to go to the White House to meet Trump. Okay, as I've said before, I think players have a right to do this. I think Tim Thomas did that, the goalie for the Boston Bruins. He did that with Obama because he's a pro-life guy and Obama's pro-choice. I think that's perfectly acceptable. Steph Curry said he didn't want to meet Trump. So Trump, instead of accepting that with good grace or just moving on and saying, that's too bad, I really would have liked to meet him, just being gentlemanly, instead Trump does what he always does, which is, you can't quit, you're fired. Right? He tweets out, going to the White House is considered a great honor for a championship team. Steph Curry is hesitating, therefore invitation is withdrawn. He wasn't hesitating. He said he wasn't going to come. So, again, that's the same thing that Trump did with his Economic and Jobs Advisory Council. You remember this. After Charlottesville, all of them quit, and he said, you can't quit. I've disbanded your council. Now, so Curry immediately responded by taking the high road. He said, this is beneath the president. So, yeah.
It's kind of, surreal, to be honest. I don't know, why he feels the need to target certain individuals rather than others. I have an idea of why, but it's kind of it's just kind of beneath, I think, a leader of a country to go that route. It's not what leaders do. So
the left loves this battle. LeBron James also sounds it off because we definitely needed the king to sound off on all of this. Our lives would not be complete without LeBron James' political commentary. Here he is.
Just a little frustrated, man. Just because this guy that we've put in charge has tried to divide us once again. And obviously, we all know what happened with Charlottesville and the divide that caused. And now it's even hitting more home for me now, even more because he's now using sports as the platform to try to divide us.
Right. Okay. So, I love again that LeBron James had no problem with Colin Kaepernick dividing us or President Obama dividing us, but Trump is the one who's dividing us. And this is the point. Okay. We are now living. Dwight Eisenhower talked about the idea of this military-industrial complex. We're going to get into wars that were stupid because we have this military-industrial complex that has an interest in building up our armaments and then using them. So we'll get into wars that are dumb. This is what Eisenhower said in his farewell address in 1961. Okay. Well, when it comes to political cultural entertainment, we have a political entertainment wing, a political entertainment complex that has an interest in culture wars, stupid culture wars that don't benefit anyone except the politicians and the cultural figures. That's it. They don't benefit Americans. They don't help the country. They don't tie us closer together. They divide us. Right now we're supposed to choose sports. Like if you love America, you're supposed to choose NASCAR. And if you hate Trump, you're supposed to choose the NFL and the NBA. This is the game that we're going to play now. The only people who benefit from this are cultural figures who get to feel very special about themselves and feel like they are culturally and politically important, and political figures like President Trump who get to make hay off of this. Now, the left is okay with this because the left dominates the culture, right? This is a point Ross Douthat has made over at the New York Times. He says the left, we've never had a greater dichotomy between politics and culture. The right is dominating politics and the left is dominating the culture, and that's because they act off of each other. Politics is people reacting to culture, and culture is people reacting to politics. But they also are clutched in this love embrace, right? Where Trump loves this. It's great for him politically. And the left loves this culturally because it's great for them culturally. They get to complain about America and talk about how terrible it is and talk about Trump and win some adherents and fans and double down with their own base. Everyone wins with their base. The middle of the country, everybody who just wants a better country where we can live together and respect each other's opinions, we all hate each other and we think that we're jerks now. Like it's made everything significantly worse, this political entertainment complex. As I tweeted yesterday, politics and entertainment copulated, and now they both have syphilitic brain disease. Politics has become infused with entertainment-oriented stupidity, and entertainment has become oriented with politically oriented stupidity, and that means that both are worse off. Both are worse off. Meanwhile, we ignore the actual policy problems. So I'm going to talk about the policy problems in just 1 second.